Hi friends, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'll put my usual video on the screen showing you how to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you don't miss out on my almost daily uploads. If you are new around here, I say almost daily because I upload about 4 to 5 times a week on this channel. So subscribe, hit the bell so that you don't miss out. If you are new here, I have been reselling for 10 years, friends. That is right. A decade. I've been selling for 10 years on eBay and then 2 years on Poshmark, ThredUp, and Amazon. And over the years, I have gained the knowledge and used a lot of tools that have helped make my reselling job so much more easy and helped me to make a lot more money because easiness, if I can be easy and efficient, I'm just more productive and I make more money. So I just want to put the disclaimer that you do not need all of these things to resell. When I started a decade ago, I took photos on my studio floor in my apartment with my cell phone. Okay, you don't need all of these things. I'm just sharing with you things that I have learned and tools that I have used over the years just to make my job easier, to make me more efficient, and to make me more money. That's all. You don't need all of this stuff. You could literally just get started, like I said, with natural light and your cell phone. But these are just things that have helped me along the way, and I wanted to share them with you. I will leave a link to all of these things down below. Let's jump into it because there's a lot, friends. When you've been doing something for a decade, you just learn shortcuts and tools that'll really help you to speed the process along. Number one is lighting. Now, I feel like lighting is a little controversial in the reselling world. Not controversial, but everyone has a different opinion. I personally can't stand using natural light now. A little bit about my reselling business. I am a part-time reseller. I probably always will be part-time, and I do have a full-time corporate job. I'm also a real estate agent. So I basically need to be able to photograph whenever I need to photograph, and it's usually not in the daytime. So natural light, most of my reselling career has just been like not an option except for when I first started. But since like year one, I've had a full-time job doing this, and I can only photograph at night or later in the day. So I need artificial lighting, and it is so important that if you're going to take photographs at night, that you have good lighting so that people can see the flaws on your item, so that they can see the color of the item very clearly, whether it's clothing, whether it's an electronic, whether it's a sporting good. You need good photographs. So if you're someone like me who's photographing in natural light isn't an option, you need some type of light form. Now you could use a lamp. You could use a lamp in your house, or you could just go on Amazon. I'll leave the light I'm using right now, you guys, I think is under $100. I have a lot of lighting though, because I've been doing this a very long time. I have some very high-end lights where I can change the temperature, where I can make it cool toned, warm tone. I think that light's around $350 per light. I have umbrella lights, a kit that I think was under $150. Point being, you can get artificial lighting super affordable now, like studio professional looking lighting for under $100, for under $200, just depends on your budget. I will leave a link down below, but I do recommend, when you have the funds to do so, to invest in some form of like lighting so that you can just make your photographs look great. It is so important, you guys. Photos sell your item. So lighting is number one for me. Even when I have the opportunity now to use natural light, I don't like it because you can't control natural light. I hear a lot of my reselling friends saying natural light is the best. I love filming with natural light. I love photographing. I am the complete opposite. If I can't control it, I don't like it. I can't control the sun. Sometimes I'm in the shade, sometimes it's bright, sometimes it's cool tone, sometimes it's warm tone. I don't have time for that. When you've got 50 million jobs and a newborn, I just need to sit down and photograph and get it done. So that's why lighting is number one for me. And I'll leave a link to different price points and options. Number two, inventory system. And so there's two parts to this. I will show you my inventory. I have shelves that I put my bins on, and then I have bins that I put the actual items in. And then I used to actually put each individual clothing item or beauty product or whatever in a plastic bag, but I'm trying to reduce my plastic usage like altogether. So now I just put the item directly in the bin. I get my shelving shelving units from Home Depot. So I started out using like the steel ones, and now I've moved to the plastic ones because they go higher. I do have a storage unit outside of my house where I store all of my inventory. I'll leave a link to the shelves down below and the bins. But you guys, when I first started reselling, I was only doing clothing 10 years ago, and I specifically remember in my studio apartment, I would just store everything in trash bags in a closet, and when something would sell, I would dread having to find it because I would have to go through like 10 trash bags to find it, and it would just be so tedious, and I would actually dread when something would sell. Like, how horrible is that? But now, everything has an inventory number. Everything goes into a bin, and I started out labeling the bins A through Z, and then I realized, well, once you get into like currently I have about 1,500 pieces of inventory. It was like you run out of letters, then what? So then I started doing AA, BB, and then I was like, you know what? Why don't we do numbers? You never end with numbers. You could go up to infinity, you know? And so now I do numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, but each bin is labeled, and then inside when there's a item in a plastic bag, it has an inventory number, and I will leave a link to all these things down below. Do you need to have an external storage unit with shelving and bins? Not if you don't have the inventory for it, obviously, but you do need some type of inventory system. Trust me, if you are new, you probably don't understand the importance of this. I didn't. It is imperative that you have some type of system. Maybe you just have 5 bins and you label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you put the stuff in there, and then you know you can look in that bin. You know what I mean? But just doing what I did starting out, I would never recommend anybody do that. But I will leave a link to the bins that I use and the shelving units that I use down below. And it's just super easy, you guys, because I'm at the point in my reselling career where I'm getting a minimum of like 5 to 20 sales daily, just a general number, but I'm getting daily sales, and I just wouldn't have the time. I would quit reselling if I just did what I was doing 10 years ago. It just would not work. So you need some sort of inventory system to store your items so that you can quickly find them, ship them, and move on to the next item. So I will leave a link to the bins that I use down below. I love these bins. They frequently go on sale at Home Depot. The most I've ever paid was $9.99 per bin, but sometimes I've got them on sale for like $8, and they hold a lot. For example, if you're doing just clothing, like smaller items, not like coats or anything, it holds like 50 like shirts and skirts, you know, things like that. But if you're putting more bulky things, maybe like 40 to 50 items, but it holds quite a bit of stuff in it. So I love those bins, and I like that they have the handles. They're just really sturdy, and I like the new shelving I'm using, the plastic ones, because they go up really high in my storage. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about one of, if not my favorite reselling products, or like reselling related products. This is Goo Gone. You guys, I wish I would have found this when I first started reselling. I didn't start using this honestly until a couple years ago. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. If you've ever been to the thrift store and you find a great pair of shoes that you can resell and they hand write the price on the shoe sole, I never used to know how to get that off until literally like 4 years ago, which, you know, when you've been reselling for 10 years, I should have known about this a long time ago. You spray this on, it will take it off immediately. If you're having trouble getting a price tag off, you spray this on, you use your little Scotty peeler, it will come off immediately. I have a video showing you how I use this on my reselling Instagram. I'll link it down below. I recently did retail arbitrage at TJ Maxx for like 10 pairs of sneakers, and all of the soles, they had written the price or they had written a SKU on the sole. I spray this on, and you guys, you need very little of it. I've had this for months, and look at how much. I've only used this much. It smells awful. It smells like chemicals. It smells like glue. The smell is atrocious. Do not put this anywhere near your nose. It is very strong, but it takes off anything. It says it'll take off wood glue, adhesive, grease, and tar. I didn't even know that. This takes off grease and tar? This stuff is strong, but it's amazing. It says you can use it on tools, hard surfaces, clothing, carpet, power equipment. It removes wet caulk, sealants, tree sap, wet paint, glue, grease, grime, asphalt, ink, marker, soot. It does remove marker. That's the number one reason I love using this, is for marker, tar, wax, oil, and more. This stuff is amazing. I will link it down below. You need this in your life if you are a reseller. I promise you it's worth every penny. I just realized my mic has been in shot this whole time. I do that a lot. Let's talk shipping supplies. So I sell on multiple different platforms, so I need a lot of different shipping supplies. I would say like 50 to 60% of the things that I sell on eBay, I send in these little envelopes. What size are these? I'll link them down below. You guys, I buy them by the hundreds, and you buy them on eBay. Why does my mic keep creeping in here? I'll leave a link to where I purchased them down below. I think because I buy them in bulk, I think per envelope, the price comes to like 15 cents per envelope. And especially if you sell a lot of clothing, this can fit anything. I mean, I sell everything. I sell electronics, sporting goods, books, clothing, but this fits like 50 to 60% of the stuff that I sell on eBay. And I love it because it's super affordable. If you have an eBay store, you actually get a quarterly coupon to order supplies that you need. So I use that quarterly coupon, but usually I run through a lot of these. So I just placed an order of like 500 of these. I will leave a link to them down below. I also buy my tape that says eBay. It's eBay branded tape. I buy these in bulk too. I think they come in a pack of 9 or 12. I'll leave a link to it down below, but it's super affordable per roll when you buy them in bulk. And I use a lot of it. I use this a lot to ship eBay items, but also for my ThredUp boxes because they're really big. I use this too. I run through this tape quite a bit, you guys. I try to get my shipping supplies either free or for as affordable as possible. And this actual so the tape, the eBay branded tape doesn't come with the tape dispenser. I just recycled this from when I moved. This is a Scotch tape dispenser. You can use any tape dispenser around your house that'll hold a big roll, but I'll leave a link to some tape dispensers down below that are super affordable. Now, for every other package that's not like eBay or ThredUp, this is the tape I use. I buy this in bulk on Amazon. It's the Scotch shipping packaging tape. This has been like the strongest tape that I can find that's just like easy to use and quick. It's not like Gorilla tape, you know, not like super strong like that, but it's just easy, you know, and it like boxes don't fall apart. So I buy these in packs of 6, and I think on Amazon that comes to like $2.30 per roll. You can find it more affordable, but it just takes longer to ship. I like that, because sometimes I wait till the last minute to order shipping supplies and I need it within a day or two. And these always come within 2 days, usually within a day, and I get 6 rolls. And this one does come with the tape dispenser. This is like my favorite. And I use this for all platforms. Now for shipping, when I'm doing like Amazon, Poshmark, actually for Poshmark, you guys, I ship everything in free priority packaging. It's free. You can order it from the post office. I'll leave a link down below. You just create an account and you can order as many priority supplies as you need. And that's what I use for Poshmark. But for Amazon, I will use these poly mailers that I get from Amazon. How ironic is that? I sell on Amazon. I buy the poly mailers on Amazon. I buy purple just because it's my favorite color. These are pretty big. I'll leave a link to these down below. If I'm selling beauty items on Amazon, I use a much smaller poly mailer that's actually black. I'll link all this stuff down below. But for Amazon, I don't use like eBay branded packaging because I feel like that just confuses the customer. And I don't use priority because almost like I want to say 90% of the things I sell on Amazon go first class. So I have to provide my own packaging. That's the one caveat for like Amazon, is that there's no free packaging. You got to figure out packaging yourself. So I use these poly mailers or the much smaller ones because a lot of stuff I sell on Amazon right now, a lot of you guys ask me, what do you sell on Amazon? You guys, anything you can buy on Amazon, I try to sell on Amazon. If I'm not gated, meaning I'm not restricted, I sell it. So I sell clothing, I sell handbags, I sell shoes, I sell accessories, I sell beauty products, I sell food. I just sold 2 cans of walnut oil on Amazon. anything I'm allowed to sell on Amazon, I sell it. I know that's like a bit vague, but I'm just being real with you. I sell everything you can think of. I sold Tupperware yesterday. I sold walnut oil yesterday. And then I sold a perfume. And then I sold a used VCR. Like I just sell everything on Amazon. So those are just some of the packaging supplies I use. I recycle a lot of the packaging I receive and use it to ship things out on Amazon. So for example, I got a lot of stuff from my baby registry and the boxes are not marked. So I reuse those boxes to like ship the used VCR or to ship like shampoo, things like that. So Amazon, you kind of have to get creative with packaging, but for eBay and Poshmark, super easy. eBay supplies I order on eBay, link down below. Poshmark supplies, I just use all priority mail and I get it free from the post office. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you I use these two things all the time, but they have made my job a lot easier and I feel like they've helped to make a lot of the clothing items that I sell look a lot better so I make more money. But I'm very real with you guys. I'm a very lazy reseller. I do not fabric shave everything. So I have this fabric shaver. You can use this, it says on sweaters, scarves, leggings, linens, mats, cushions, wool coats. It just takes a lot of the pilling off of anything you may have and it just refreshes it and makes it look great. Now, do I use this often? No. I don't. I'm not going to lie to you. But if I buy something that I think can sell for a great profit and it just needs a little refresh, I will do it. But I am very lazy. I don't like sewing. I don't like knitting. I don't want to do a lot of fabric shaving. I just don't want to do it. I just want to photograph it and list it. But this has like revitalized a lot of the items that just needed a little bit of help and to look better and sell for more money. And then I also have a little portable steamer. Do I steam everything? Absolutely not. This is one of the most tedious reselling tasks. I don't like using steamers. It just, to me, it's very time consuming. And especially because I have a tiny one, I'm not investing in one of those huge steamers. I usually wash all of my items. And for the higher end items that really need a deep cleaning, I will get them dry cleaned. But steaming on the go sometimes can be great. Maybe it's a delicate item that you don't want to put in the wash, or maybe you enjoy steaming. A lot of my reselling friends actually enjoy steaming. Steaming does kill a lot of the bacteria and gross stuff that's in clothing. So, and it's nice to just have personally. So I don't use this all the time. I don't want to mislead you guys, but it has been nice to have this. I tend to just use this for like silks, or things that are super wrinkly that maybe I don't want to put in the washer, but I just want it to look like really nice and put together and clean. Then I will use this. This is the Pure Steam one. So I'll leave a link to these down below. It's been very helpful to have. Do you need these? No. I say if you were going to choose one, I don't know. It's real. I was going to say fabric shaver, but really maybe you don't have like a washer and dryer in your house and it's not easy to wash the items. Maybe steaming is like really important and you need a steamer. So I'll leave a link to this down below. It's a great like starter steamer, or if you don't steam everything. All right, I'm going to stop there. I feel like I could do a part 2 of this because there's other things I want to talk about, like printer, scales, poly bags. So if you'd be interested in that, let me know down below and I'll do a part 2. But I feel like this video is already really long. But hopefully you guys found this helpful. I want to do more videos like this where I just share things that have made my reselling journey and my job a lot easier along the way. I could even focus on like services that I've used that have helped with my, like make my reselling job easier. For example, like hiring virtual assistants and using sharing companies and using companies that help you list things. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. We could do like a part 2 or a part 3. There's just a lot more, and I feel like this video is going to be like 15 minutes long, but those are like the key things that I use daily, if not daily, weekly, that have really helped me in my business. So hopefully you found this helpful. You can check out my most recent video right